All right, y'all. Today I have a absolutely diabolical piece of content that I found on TikTok. And in this video, this man catches his girlfriend getting a train ran on her. Y'all ever been in such pain your actual limbs? You can't even feel them no more? Everything go cold, bro. Grab a glass of water, my friend, cause shit about to get crazy. Now in his specific situation, he posted a TikTok and it said this right here. It says, "That's not fair, ... I was drunk and my mouth was already too full to tell them to chill out." Already off rip, this is a text message from a shorty that do not love you, gang. That message is very vague, but it pushed people to make up scenarios in their mind. So let's take a peek right here. Top comment, 30,000 likes. 100 women versus accountability. Damn. 100 women versus accountability. 100 women versus accountability. There we go. The next thing says, "Poor girl." The one after that says, "Getting SA is not cheating, by the way. So she was taken advantage of while drunk. This is SA. RAP." You feel me? My guy. Now, mind you, he filtered out the rest of the chat and picked the message he thought made her look the worst and still sounds like she is the victim. Definitely the man of the year. 100 men versus consent. So this video makes you feel like shorty actually been taken advantage of. Maybe this isn't something you should be posting on TikTok. Maybe you should be really crashing out on the niggas that did this to your shorty. However, shit is so much worse. This is the story time of how bro ended up in this situation.
Alright, I ain't gonna lie, y'all wanted a story time, so here it is. So I've been dating this girl, hot and heavy for a minute. It was like a year plus, we was locked in. So a lot of time started passing and, she started like going out without me. Before she wouldn't go out at all without me. Well, all of a sudden she decided that, hey, like I wanna go out with my homegirls, like just my homegirls, like you can't come. And, I wasn't trying to be like a controlling boyfriend or anything, so I was like, all right, cool, like whatever, just like let me know where you're going and what you're doing, and like there's no problems. And
so boom already, right? He doesn't seem like a terrible dude.
A good boyfriend, a nigga would just sit home and play Rocket League all night, because I didn't really like going out too much. Then one night, it was my friend's birthday, so they were begging me to go out with them, bro. They're begging me. So I finally said yes. So I was like, fuck it. So I told her I was going out, right? And shorty said, no, don't go out. I was like, bro, who do you think you are? So obviously that started an argument, such and such, we were mad at each other, so on and so forth, and then we both went out. So they decided to take me to this big ass party, right? And, I was bored as fuck. I had nothing to do. So I just went on my phone and I ended up looking at my girl's location, right? So I'm looking at my phone and it says that she's right where I am. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So now I stand up and I'm at this party just looking around for her, trying to figure out where the fuck she's at. And as I'm walking around, I look to the stairs and I just see her walking upstairs in between two niggas. One of them's leading her, holding her hand, the other one's behind her, holding her hand. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, oh nah, bro, there's no way that's my girl. Like, what the fuck?
Right here, bro starts sounding like a pussy. He really should have been like, what the fucky? Ran upstairs and be like, yo, what the fuck going on? Come on. And took her ass home. However, doing that would stop her from going to do something to cheat on you. And then now she didn't cheat, but you also forced her not to cheat. It's a tough situation to be in.
As a curious nigga, I decided to walk upstairs and follow them up. Cause I was clueless at the time. I had no clue, bro.
Tight.
I really didn't think anything of it when I really should have from the get. But I'm walking upstairs and I see them go into a room and close the door. And that's when I ran into one of my homeboys, bro. And me and him just started chatting it up. And it's one of those unskippable cutscenes that you can't get out of. Bro, it's chatting. And so maybe 10-15 minutes pass and I finally get out this conversation with bro. And I start walking towards.
Now 10-15 minutes is actually diabolical to have your girl in a room with two niggas. However, if you think your girl isn't on some crazy hoe shit, you don't think that she's in the room with two niggas getting banged out. That's too long though. You gotta have a little more urgency behind the shit.
The room, I saw them talking to. And I open the door, bruh, because it's my fucking girl. And as I open the door, bruh, I see one nigga handing her shit from the bag to another nigga. Her mouth, bro, just doing her shit. And I'm talking like some crazy work. Like these niggas are going at it, bro. And I'm just standing in the doorway, just dumbstruck. Like I have no clue what to say or think. Like niggas are stuck in time. I just left, bro. I turned around, closed the door, and
once again, bro looks like a pussy. That's some shit. You have no choice but to say some shit. You have to do something. Even if you don't completely max level crash out, you have to stop what's going on. You have to ruin the ordeal at least. Nobody's leaving happy today. Like in that point in time, you probably most likely, definitely, honestly should have crashed out. That's a justifiable crash. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
left because I just didn't know what to do. Like realistically, what am I supposed to do besides just like Swiss cheese all them? So I just told my homeboys that I was leaving, bruh. I low-key told them they were gonna have to Uber home because I ended up driving because I don't really drink or nothing like that. And so I told them they were gonna have to Uber home because I was not in the right mind space. So I'm driving home, right? It's like 30 minutes into my drive. Where I was at was far as away. And Shorty has the audacity to text me and say, "Hey, do you want to come over when I'm done here?" Bitch, are you fucking crazy? And so now I'm sitting here just
I'd have been so angry and mad. I would have took the opportunity to be like, yeah, I'll come over, go over, right? Peep the way she acts and then drop the bomb in her face, bro. That one's a free layup. I'd have got generational buckets right there, you feel me? Would have started shedding tears of like joy. Like you gotta pull up to the crib, smiling, happy. She not touching you though. Like you don't kiss her. You barely touch the motherfucker. You'd want to kiss me, I'd be like, what the fuck? She'd be like, what? I'd be like, you smell like dick. Maybe I'm a sick nigga, but that shit would have brought me like a little bit of joy, bro. You have to see it through at this point. Already folded the first time on your crash. At least don't fold on the second time.
questioning how many times has this shit happened before? Because, like, there's no fucking way that, like, this is the first time. So, yeah, then I pressed her about it. I called her. I told her exactly what happened. And that text message.
Okay. Shouldn't have said the other part where it says there's no way that this is the first time. That is definitely factual. What are the odds that the only time she went and got banged out was the time that you ended up at a random party when she was at the party? The odds are stacked against you tremendously.
This that y'all saw on the post, on my last post, that was what she had to say about that. She didn't say shit else to defend herself. She really was just like, it's not my fault. Like, I didn't mean to do it. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, bro, you was really getting a train ran on you, though. Like, that wasn't no mistake. Yeah, and then about a week later, I got sent a video because one of them took a video of, you know.
Oh my God.
And it was getting sent all around. And yeah, that's how that ended, bro. Yeah, I really thought she was the one. Like, there was no problems. Like, there was no issues with us. Like, she was a great girlfriend. Like, when we was together. Come to find out, bro, she's getting...
You have to feel bad for bro.
The whole time, bro. The whole time. So, you know, a nigga had to go and get tested and everything. But, yeah, that's that.
But bro did not deserve that. The only time bro shouldn't have crashed out, he crashed out. But at the end of the day, you got hit with some diabolical shit. You start clenching your booty cheeks because you think you about to shit yourself. Your whole body numb, my nigga. You feel me? That's a drive home. You ain't playing no music. You sitting in silence. Playing scenarios in your head. Like, ain't no fucking way you did this shit to me. Now, one side of TikTok was saying that his girl got essayed and he let it happen. He would have to be able to see, like, is she coherent enough to be walking up the stairs between two niggas? He's been with her for over a year at this point, right? I'm assuming if he met his friend while he was going up the stairs or he was already up the stairs, he probably didn't know that they were going into a room. But that's the only gray area at this point in time, bro. Like, is she absolutely like incoherent, absolutely blasted out of her mind, that she doesn't even know what's going on? Now, let's just run through some of these comments here. It got age restricted, so I can't even watch it on my desktop for whatever reason. But I have the comments right here. We are going to go through them, my friend. Top comment is Bops defend Bops. Bro, nothing new here. Now, the next comment is, so you see your girlfriend walking upstairs with two random guys and you don't think to say anything or stop her, and then she probably got taken advantage of, so yet you bash her online for cheating, is what you're saying pretty much. I can't even lie to y'all. It's a solid rebuttal, bro. And that's why you should have crashed right there. But also, he probably didn't know they were going into a room. But maybe it's a room full of people smoking, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's that. There's so much gray area in this that it's like, it's brain boggling. Now, there's a total of 4 videos that are important. This is video number 2. Is literally just music and a screenshot. I'm sorry I hurt you the way I did. I just felt like our relationship wasn't going anywhere, especially with both of us going off to college. I just feel like it's fair that I want to go live my life. That throws all the excuses out the window, bro. She said, I'm sorry I hurt you. Our relationship was in a bad place and we were both going off to college. And I feel like I can live my life by taking 2 meets at one time. That's what that says, bro. Diabolical work. But like I said, there's 4 videos because people didn't take this as enough evidence. So bro actually recorded a conversation with Shorty.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Why did it say you were recording the call?
Um,
Bro, what?
so I just want to call you to ask you about a couple of things.
Okay.
First off, I want to start by saying sorry. I know I was a dickhead last time we talked, but there's that, and also
You were correct
so
to
I
be a
kind of
dickhead
like
if
posted a
that's the last time you
TikTok
talked.
of like just a screenshot of some shit you said to me, like right
Yeah,
before.
I saw.
Okay. Well, first off, there's just a lot of people saying that like it was sexual assault, and first off, I I don't know if that was the case, and if that's what happened, I I'm sorry for the way I reacted, and I could have reacted differently.
Boom. Bro took accountability for the fact that that isn't even something that crossed his mind, and he didn't even consider that.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I shouldn't have done it, but I also put myself in that situation
Bomb.
and I consented, so it's nothing that, like,
So
honestly, I don't know why I did it, but
well, I'm confused as like why did you though? Cause bro, like we're in a fucking 3-year relationship, dude. Like,
All right, Broden lost the plot already.
yeah, I know, I don't know,
what do you
just
mean?
happened.
How did it just happen though? Like, how do you end up having a fucking threesome, bro?
I don't know, I was just there and, you know, we started talking and one thing led to another and they asked the question and I said, sure, why not, fuck it. And we were in an argument at the time and I, I don't know, I wasn't thinking.
Diabolical.
Like,
I barely drank that night either, so, yeah, I had a few drinks, but
thanks for rubbing it in my fucking face. Like, what?
All right, bro, shut the hell up. Like, at this point, bro, shut the hell up. Thanks for rubbing it in my face. They said, hey, do you want to take double meat? And she said, yeah, sure, why not? I'll take double meat. Don't say, yeah, rub it in my face. Shorty has mental issues that she needs to figure out on her own, gang. There ain't shit you can do to save her, bro. Like, this is the point where you kind of disassociate from her, bro. You can't get angry. Like, you can't even care at this point. Shorty is a super treesh. In another video I saw that bro said this is the second time that this has happened to him, and he also before found his shorty getting banged out in a car and caught her in a car getting banged out by another dude. And that's what made me feel like this is probably skill based. And you need to figure that shit out, bro.
My bad.
What you mean, my bad? Like, what? Bro, like, you don't fucking... Did this shit happen before? Like, bro, how many fucking times did you do this shit?
It's just this time.
Oh, hang up the phone, bro. At this point, it's embarrassing that you're still on his phone right now, bro.
So are we fucking lying again? Or are you gonna, like, you know...
No, it was just this time.
So you put that
Obviously,
shit on your
like,
fucking mom's life, bro.
obviously, like, there's been scenarios where it's been close, but
What the fuck do you mean gotten close, bro?
So that means she's hooked up with somebody.
Oh, we were in a fucking long-term relationship. How the
like,
no,
I
no.
feel like just once we hit a certain point, like, it just wasn't the same, I guess.
What the fuck wasn't the same? Do you know how much fucking money and time I spent on you, bro? Are you fucking slow? Like, why are you all quiet now, bro?
I have nothing to say. I mean, I fucked up.
But you're like acting like you don't fucking care. It's not like you're acting like it doesn't matter.
I mean, it does. I hurt you, and I'm sorry, and that's all I can really say is I'm sorry. I can't take it back.
Whatever. Bye.
I wouldn't wish this situation on my worst enemy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Go binge watch the rest of my videos. If y'all want to go get one of these, go to bagboytoys.com. We have the small ones, and I just added the big ones. If you want to support, definitely go check those out. And I love you guys. Peace.